Welcome to the Empire's Rampaned, and welcome to a new campaign that I'm going to be starting today as the Kingdom of France in the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 mod for Attila Total War, where I had a canon campaign as Wallachia dying insanely fast, and now we're here. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this campaign. I'm excited to try some new submods that were suggested to me. That I was talking about, Earl's submods that do a lot of rebalancing for the units and everything like that, so I think that's going to be kind of really fun and exciting, because I know I've just been playing a lot around with those. But again, if you're enjoying the campaign, make sure to give the algorithm its stupid sacrifices. It really helps out the video and the channel in general, but we're going to get on into this, as essentially, we don't have victory conditions, kind of similar to Milan. There's no actual victory conditions, but hey, we have a proper roster. I'm kind of sad that I was informed that Scotland doesn't have a proper roster, really, and they don't. I checked it. But I really like the roster that France has. They have a lot of stuff. Especially, I'm very happy that we're playing France, because, so the Earl submods, what they do, they were originally showcased to me as like saying, hey, these kind of make the game kind of feel more like Medieval 2. Okay, that's big talk. Especially the Cav, because default Cav in Attila, I fucking hate. I hate how they die so easily from trying to withdraw from fights. And with my own little bit of playtesting, Cav feel amazing. They feel just like I would use them in Medieval 2, where I can actually engage in a fight, disengage from the fight, and not lose half my fucking unit. So there's that. Infantry are rebalanced. Basically, to kind of like, because it's mainly Cav and archers are rebalanced, where skirmishers actually have to pay more attention to the type of unit you're firing into. Where crossbows, hey, they're actually meant to be more armor piercing. Archers are usually more often meant to be specifically focusing more on less armored targets. Like, hey, that's what I expect. As opposed to one's faster fire rate, the other's not. And then because of the wood changes to infantry, to archers and cav, infantry by default they also got like just more entities in them. So I also made sure to increase the entities on them, because I was on like large, but I decided to put it onto huge for now, along with getting some mods that try and help with performance. So we should have very big and bloody battles, which should be fun. I start out making no money. Awesome. That's great. So essentially, since we don't have actual victory conditions, so like there's no actual victory conditions here, I would say, given what we kind of have initially, I basically want to form the Western Roman Empire, I think, is kind of my idea. If you guys have any other suggestions, feel free to give them to me, because I think that's like the best thing that I can think of. Like, we have to fight England. We got to fight England. We got to go after you guys. But given kind of their initial setup, I think us kind of going for like, hey, I definitely want to make sure we form France itself. So I'd say we have to for sure control. I would say probably, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, so Western Rome controlled this stuff too. So I almost kind of like the idea of us trying to for sure take all of Britannia, all of Iberia. I'd say basically north of Africa to here, and then we don't go into Greece. And it's basically this. Oh, no, that's too far. So kind of like that. That's kind of my goal, I think. Because I think that makes a lot of sense for our kind of, what we're kind of focusing on. So I like that. But initially, let's see. So initially, I do start at war with County of Toulouse, which is good. Because one of my first goals, for sure, for this campaign, is definitely to focus on claiming all of France. That's definitely going to be my goal. We are also... we have a vassal in the form of the Duchy of Burgundy. So we do have you guys as my vassal initially. Okay. And then does anybody else dislike me at the moment? Trying to see. Now, everybody else is kind of pretty okay with me. Pretty okay. But for sure, we're going to have to try and deal with you guys. But I do know, I'm just kind of excited for the fact that like these revamps, because one other thing, and I might be able to see this, is, yeah, so provides defenses, siege defenses, supply station. That is a unit that I can use to replenish my ammo. So during defensive sieges... Oh, that's what I'm trying to do. So during defensive sieges, you can see... Where is it? So supply station. And I believe, because I showcased this in the intro, I can recruit a unit that will also give me supply stations. I don't know how to fucking recruit that, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Because by default, Also, some new units were added as well due to the fact that with the revamps that for infantry and stuff like that. I need to default. I didn't realize that France is actually large enough for Paris is large enough for that by default. Okay, let's see. Oh, now my money's fixed again. Okay. I don't know what the hell I did. Research-wise, I'm going to, by default, I do usually like focusing on this stuff a bit first. So focusing on my civic a little bit more. I'm going to go with the growth first, I would say. And then initially, so we have, yeah, they've got the 2 cities. I have a couple. I do want to try and make sure I can get more... I want to get artillery pieces as soon as possible, because I really appreciated that in my Wallachia campaign, getting them early on. For defenses, they're really useful, and being able to assault more often with them is really great as well. But I'm trying to see. So at the moment, yeah, we got this market square I think is okay. You've got the library. I'm trying to think if there's anything I would want to change here. No, that's fine there. For the most part, Paris is fine. Barely have any food. Yeah, we just need to... I really need to try and build up Paris. So I think what we're going to do right now, because I don't have anything to spend my money on, really. No, I can upgrade some things. So, like, I can upgrade this. This is the large city. I think we will upgrade this. I've got enough money for that. So we can start off with you. This area also, honestly, like, this is, like, the best thing I can think of for us, because we don't have anything to really build up in terms of the territories, like actually upgrading the cities we have right now, the other settlements. So, essentially what we're going to go with is I will grab those 2 city upgrades. And then I've got a little army down here. You are near Toulouse. I am going to have it, so we'll grab a priest around Paris. Cunning. Yeah, let's go with you. So we'll go with you. And then I will have my king for sure be the first one going down around this way. I feel like essentially, so let's see, you've got 9 units in there. Okay, so you've got a lot of cav in there. Okay, because essentially what I'm thinking of doing is, I don't know if I necessarily want to use this army as the offense. I'm going to pull you back. We're going to pull you back, and we're actually going to start trying to bring down my king. I think essentially what I might do is, it says 4 units of cav, this is 4 units of cav. That's a lot of cav, but I think it'll be fine. But yeah, so let's merge these 2 armies together. I think I might disband this other army for right now. I'm kind of hoping that I can maybe actually get to play around with some of the... Because I know in the Wallachia campaign, I saw that looked like the... let's see, so... I believe these ones are the better of the 2. I saw like a bodyguard for Vlad the Impaler, and I'm kind of hoping that... I saw one in here that was for Joan of Arc. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. So it'd be great if we could get that. But you know, this army here has got a good force. I'm going to start advancing forward with my king. And we'll start making my way down to try and go conquer this stuff. Essentially, I might have you just kind of patrol, essentially. Kind of patrol, watch over areas. This area, go continue watching over that. Because we still make a little bit of money with what we've got here. And I can have it so that you guys are going to be trying to make your way forward. Try and get down here. I'm actually going to try and use this priest. Actually, let me double check, because... No. Okay, I was going to say. I didn't have one of my buildings allow me to recruit spies. Because I kind of hate the building they're attached to. Because I wish they were attached to something else. Oh, I actually could get another priest, too. Chance of being wounded after failure. I should maybe should I actually use you guys like an actual agent? Because usually I don't. Usually I use you just for conversion, and that's it. So maybe I should use you to like try and, because you can do like demoralize enemies and stuff like that as some of your abilities. I know conversion is not a bad thing, but like yeah, we can like, because if I want to have it so I'm going to be fighting to take Western Rome basically. Or maybe it's better that we're basically essentially trying to make almost like a new Charlemagne Empire is maybe a different way to view it, is essentially what we're trying to do. Me trying to cause rebellions in areas and not piss off other factions by wanting to just immediately go to war with them might not be a bad way to kind of go about it. Alrighty. And I did forget about my edicts too. I made sure to grab a bunch of guys there. I'm trying to get a wife for my king here. Also, I do now have it, so we do now have, it's a different turn per year mod than the previous one I was using, where it should be working properly, where it shouldn't mess up scripts that are tied to certain years. So hopefully that's fine, because having it be 2 turns per year by default, I fucking hate oh so much. So that should be great. Let's see. And then for the right now, what I'll do is, again, you go here, watch over that area. This guy is going to be the one I'm going to have be kind of acting like an actual agent. So you can kind of make your way over here, try and watch over my other territories or the rest of these guys, essentially, at the moment. And then I'll have you, I think I'll maybe just have you deploy just around here, because it just gives public order bonuses. Otherwise, I could just bring you into... Actually, no, let's bring you over to Leon. Because this area could definitely use some sort of public order deployment there for right now. So we'll be moving forward, and I'm going to be trying to make sure that I'm going to be trying to utilize Fortify Stance more to lure armies out as we push towards a city. That's the hope. Right now, at least, it's not winter, so we should be okay that we can kind of get a little bit closer, trying to make my way forward. I'm trying to still have it so I can have, yeah, like one of these guys go scout, so we have a better idea like where their armies are. Looks like Multiplier doesn't have anything in it, ideally, and if anything, they have troops over in Toulouse. But if I can maybe, let's see, is there like swamp attrition here? Yeah, swampland. So there is a swamp terrain there, so we'll want to try and avoid the swamp terrain while making my way down there, and then we can hopefully avoid any attrition while making my way there. All right, so we're about to start entering into winter. And so what I'm going to do, so see, again, I need by default at least 25% of my movement range. So I can get to about here. I'd like to see if I can get onto one of the like river crossings possibly. But I'm going to go here. Yeah, England's going to hate me for this, but I don't give a shit. I'm going to want to go to war with you guys at some point anyway. So yeah, we'll go here. Then we'll go into a Fortify Stance. And I do see an army around here. It'd be great if they decide to try and advance towards me. If not, because if they don't have another army, I could bring this little force down as well. I know right now I'm trying to have you in these areas to try and help out with public order. So, like, you are going to be deployed here to try and help out with you guys. Because that's going to be something that's going to be a bit of an issue for us initially, is getting to make sure that these areas are all going to be happy. Like Paris, I have a lot of people in Paris. I love that. We're definitely going to actually be more careful about Squalor, because with the increase in units per infantry, you can see that the population growth is a lot higher in cities. So to kind of compensate for that, because I'm going to be recruiting just higher populations. And so, hey, if I'm not recruiting a bunch, my populations will just grow really fast, and I'll have a lot more troops to kind of go around, which would be great. Okay, I was not expecting England to want to declare war on me this fucking fast. Okay, great. Flanders is up there. That's great. So you guys don't do anything. Shit. Well, we're going to really be able to test out how sieges feel with me having the supply wagons and whatnot. But if England's joining on in, I want to go and deal with the forces of Toulouse first, but I might as well try and take Bordeaux. If I take Bordeaux, that'll kind of like secure my position a little bit more. But what's the garrison in Rouen? I'm hoping it's decent. 1 stack versus 1 stack is not bad. It is doable. It just depends on kind of what they've got there, but at least it looks like by default, supply stations are something. Okay, you got an army over there. I'm losing a little bit of money. Okay, because it is winter. I'm not actually going to take attrition here, which is great. And so the garrison you guys have here. Yeah, there's a lot of also, like, armed mobs, like armed burglars are added to the garrison, so there's just bigger garrisons. But yeah, no, you guys have supply stations. Over here, my garrison. Oh, yeah, I've got a decent amount of archers, some infantry. And then I have a supply station. A lot more artillery pieces. This army here. Yeah, because garrisons in general are just going to be a little bit tougher. I think... Because, let's see, this area here... Yeah, you've got a decent garrison as well. So I'm going to have you... You can't get close enough to hit anybody. Okay, because what I'm going to do is... I should have enough movement, I think, for this. Because I'm tempted to... I want to hit their port. Technically, I don't. Because I want to go for you. And see, the lowly King John of England has begun preparations for the invasion of Normandy. The English are joined by the County of Flanders and the Holy Roman Empire. This time has come to... I think this is actually a script properly that's kicking in here. So they are declaring war on me. So yeah, they're attacking Normandy. You're gonna have to see how this goes. I lost trade too. Oh, this is actually a proper mission. So ensure that the region of ruin does not fall to enemy hands. I have 5 turns remaining. And then if I do, if I win against England, I actually get more integrity, morale, and replenishment, and for all my forces, and some money. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, this is like an actual script. Hell yeah. Okay. I probably shouldn't have sent all those troops down there, but I think for right now, this army's not that great. I'm going to send you up here. I'm going to send you up, trying to have it so you can support this. Hopefully, you can hold on your own. That's my hope. We'll have to see, because at the moment right now, yeah, I'm losing a little bit of money. I'm debating on, so I want to hit that. It technically says it'll take me 2 turns. So it's either I build like actual siege equipment, or I try and go through the... Actually, we should try and just siege them. Yeah, let's get some proper siege equipment. So we're going to go for Bordeaux first. And then I'm going to want to have it so... Let's get some, like... We'll get a battering ram and then some siege towers. I can get at least a siege tower. Continue that siege. Because that way they're at least not going to be able to recover those units right around here. So that's at least something. So we've got that. You guys may want to try and attack me. You can't reach me. You could reach me if you wanted to. Yeah, I'll have you try and see if you can, like, demoralize. You don't have those abilities just yet, do you? Because we can do that on... I can at least do that one. So I could try and do 4%. But we'll have to try and see. For right now, it's mainly going to be this defense. See how this goes around here. I have a decent garrison. And especially with all this, I think we have a decent chance. Alrighty, so Toulouse is actually going to reinforce the English here. Not exactly what I want. Number-wise, not an insane difference. You guys have way less cavalry than me, which is great. Actually, the King of England is here too. Beautiful. This army, because they have absolutely like no cav, I should be able to destroy with my cav. That's the hope. So, because I have a ridiculous amount of cav in this army, essentially, so the enemy reinforcements should be coming from the north. I will try and set up in a manner where my infantry is going to be focusing on this force. My infantry and skirmishers focus on this army, and then we can try and have it so that essentially we will use all of my cav against the other army. Because they've got a bunch of archers, my cav can absolutely destroy those. I know one of the biggest things that I have to be careful of is by default, all skirmishers will focus on, so most have 2 modes. It's like, hey, straightforward shot or arcing shot. Straightforward shot's going to get the best armor piercing, but it also doesn't give a shit about friendly fire as much. So, I may accidentally kill a lot of my own units if I'm not careful. The arcing shots gets it so they're further distance, but less accurate, and you're not going to shoot your own damn units in the back. So let's be careful about that. But essentially, I need to make sure if we can kill these cav units in this army here, this army is easy. The other force technically should be coming in from like behind me. So what I will do, I do have some playable stakes. I can't see. Oh, I don't want there to be fog. I really don't want there to be fog. Okay. I'm trying to find a good spot to set my army up. Okay, so this is pretty flat around here. So I think I'll set up... God, I can't see for shit. So I'll get you guys set up here. And then everybody does have now 2 kind of abilities. So like, hey, if my units are really tired, well, like there's rest in place. There is actually guard mode, which is great. There's a way to actually have guard mode now on units, which is amazing. But you know, this is what I mean. So like straight shot, flaming shot for you guys. I don't know why the crossbows technically have flaming shot. But you know, it's like at least for right now, you just only have the straight shot. So I'd actually be careful about making sure I'm not going to accidentally shoot through my own units. So we got all my infantry. Got you guys. I'll have it so we're going to have these guys, some of these guys on the flanks for the cav that they've got. So I'll be there and there. And then everybody else will be in here. So for my troops here, you guys do have a shield wall. I'll be having you guys try and get into shield wall formation. And then, same with you guys. And you guys have a spear wall. So I'll do that with all of you guys. And then, yeah, you guys already have your kind of spear wall formation. So there. And actually, technically what we should do, because of the fact of the way units are separated a little bit, I'll have you guys actually back up a little. So you guys are going to be here, and I'll actually have my crossbows initially up front. So you guys are in front, trying to get those shots off, and then I'll have to try and pull you guys back as soon as they get closer. So you guys back up a little bit. But yeah, though, they're next to the stakes. And then I've got all my cavalry, which we've got a lot of it. Which essentially, I need to find the army of England and absolutely fuck it up. Because for you guys, so essentially there's essentially like little abilities that kind of make sense for the units sometimes. So the rest in place is there. I don't really, so this impact mode, I don't know the thing really when I'd want to use it. So let's see, so it'd be when I activate the pro mode and I start getting into it, it makes so I've increased, my acceleration is faster, deceleration is faster, charge speed is faster, and then reduce speed. So it'll make me slower, but I accelerate and decelerate faster. But then there's also a full sprint. So this is great for charging in because it gives me more charge bonus, and it makes so I can absolutely do a lot of damage every once in a while. It's kind of basically a way to like kind of, there's like the charges that you could do in Medieval 2, where it's like they actually get the lances down. It's kind of like a way to force that, basically. But we're going to start the battle. I can't see for shit. Where is their army? Where is the reinforcements? So they're over here. Let's go. Yeah, so they are just like right behind us. That's what I kind of thought. Yeah, so we'll try and deal with them with my cavalry, because this is just a bunch of infantry, bunch of archers, and then a general's bodyguard. So if we flank these guys just right, I should be able to deal with this army quite nicely. Also, the armed burglars like throw like fucking Molotovs, so I'll have to be careful about those guys. They can do damage. But essentially, like, I'll make my way over here. We're going to try and kind of go over this way. I want you guys to start moving. Like, actually move away from the area so I can start hitting these guys. Because they've got a lot of longbowmen. And stat-wise, yeah, heavy shot cav. Yeah, these guys are the heavier hitters. These guys will be way faster, though. Yeah, you guys have a speed of 120. So yeah, I'll start trying to make my way over. I'm going to try and get around over to this area. If I'm going to try and hit anywhere hard and fast, it's got to be with you guys. You guys will be the ones that I want to try and get to flank more, because you're even faster than most of my other cav units. So keep trying to group up, because we got to deal with these archers. We got to try and deal with, make sure any skirmisher units don't get to really do what they want to do. So you guys kind of back up a little bit more here. You're trying to get around behind them a bit more. And then we'll start trying to get some charges in. Because ideally, if I can just get it like round back over here. It's like you guys can go there. All of you guys are going to go here. So speed that up. And the enemy reinforcements, they're moving slowly but surely towards us. It looks like you guys are actually trying to go towards my army. Feel free to. I'm just going to freely kill all these guys and then start flanking you. That's my plan. So like these guys, get over here. Because what I can do is yo, 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 and then my king technically try and charge there. You try and charge here, and here, and then all of you, speed! Get some charges in here. Just absolutely wreck these fucking units. As yeah, we can get in melee here and wreck these guys with my cavalry. So like all these units, especially since they left them vulnerable, really easy for me to try and get on in here and kill you guys. Also, there is this assume personal command thing, which is specific to generals, which is hey, basically the final stand from like Shogun 2, basically, which I like. I want to try. I'll have to test it out at some point. Because knowing me, I'm definitely going to get some cav killed occasionally, or some general's bodyguards killed occasionally. That is guaranteed to fucking happen. But that's already right there. 700 guys dead, and I didn't even lose anything. It's just the fact that you guys... You abandoned your archers, which is absolutely stupid. It's like there. I am also curious, one of the other submods with Earl's stuff is tries to rebalance how armies are recruited for the AI. And it makes them more aggressive with recruiting armies than what the Steam page says. I'll have to see how that goes. I'm curious. But, you know, like, the English are already almost destroyed. We'll be going for this force next in a second. I was like, right now... Yeah, they basically got, like, nothing left. Try and finish those guys off. Just a little bit more. Or if anybody is going to do that, that should be these guys. Let's get my heavy hitters. Let's get you guys to kind of run over here. We're going to now want to try and hit the general's bodyguard. And then we want to start hitting the infantry here. They have absolutely no archers now, so it's just infantry there now at this point in time. Because as long as we get rid of this English army... Oh, man, we won this fight so easily. Yeah, finish that guy off a little bit. Yeah, essentially, again, once they get below 10%, we don't have to care. Because then the unit is completely destroyed. But let's get you guys to make your way forward. And then I'll try and have it so... Let's see. Charge there. Charge there. All of you guys try and go for the general's bodyguard, and on my king, all of you maybe kind of go to the side a little bit more. But let's bring you guys in. Without their archers to support them, now the only unit that really matters is this one cav unit. Because the infantry I should hopefully be able to do some good damage to. They are spearmen. They've got a lot of men, and that's kind of by design. Let's see, enemy reinforcements are still making their way over. Okay, here comes us into their general's bodyguard. So fight you guys. Also, let me know how it feels like with the performance of the recording. I'm hoping it's a little bit better. Because essentially one of the things that I had to try and increase performance is makes it so the LOD loading is their calculations a little bit different. So essentially that should hopefully help us out with me so the battles will be smoother with us having more men on the map. General's bodyguard, get over here. Yeah, see, they just fucking chuck Molotovs. Just... Oh, no, torches. They're throwing torches. They're throwing torches, not Molotovs. Okay, I'm gonna have you... So you guys... Let's pull back. Let's pull back. You get another charge up. I'm gonna have my general go for this spearman. You can try and hit him. But yeah, let's pull back. Yeah, so like if I leave them extended combat, they take a lot of damage. But no, I can pull them back without losing fucking everybody. It's like that's how I feel Cav should operate. It's so annoying to me when Cav is like, oh yeah, you pulled it back. Oh yeah, this is like they got their shield wall formation. I'm still gonna be able to do some good damage with my king here. Yeah, I do have to be careful if my unit gets like fully surrounded. So get the charge in there, then pull back. You guys go here. Keep hitting these armed robbers. So go for them. But yeah, see? I don't lose everybody with my cav. I love it. And then it means I can actually focus more on flanking properly. So, get you over here. They're almost over here. I do have to be paying attention to this spot. Because you guys, range is right around here. I've almost killed off this English force. So, like, once this English force is dead, we should be doing really well. Let's go have you hit here. Hit here. General kind of run forward. Let's try and help out with this heavy billman, or actually technically this spearman. Because we want to try and flank them properly so they break. That unit's down to 12, so you're good. Crossbows. Yeah, you guys can start opening fire here in a second. So open fire. Because I want to make sure I don't keep you guys in like this for far too long. Because it's just, hey, you're in front right now initially. So there we go, yeah, general. Oh, you need to pull back. I didn't see that guy in the trees there. If you guys go hit this billman. Wait, get my general to pull back. He is firing. Okay, good. Yeah, you are firing. Yeah, so keep opening fire. They're at the moment just sitting here letting us shoot them, so that's good. Gives me time to finish up this army here. I need to be careful because there's that one guy in the trees that I lost sight of. Because the English are almost all dead. It's just a couple more infantry units. Which I do have this full speed ahead charge. So I'm going to have you guys use that because it'll help us kill these infantry units a lot faster. Get my general in here too. There we go. Get on in there. Fully surround these spearmen. Should take them out. Oh, shit. Here they come. Pull back. Pull back. Infantry. You guys need to push up. If I can select all the units. So you guys move forward. Why is it not selecting all 4? Oh, because one of you can't move while you're in your formation. Which one is it? I think it's you. Yeah, cannot move. Actually, you could have just stayed there. Yeah, I gotta be careful that... Yeah, you can see the shots hitting my own men. Careful. Careful with those fucking shots. That's inflicting a lot of friendly fire. So, get over there. Get off to the side. Okay, English are done for. You two try and capture that guy because he routed. Let's bring my king and my cav up on over. Try and help finish these guys off. But, you know, I have to be very careful about not letting you guys shoot while behind units with the straight shot. You will absolutely get so many friendly fire shots. You guys try and move up there. Careful. Let me move you off to the side a little bit more first. Then you can open fire. Yeah, because as long as we're not, like, right directly behind a unit, it should be good. But, you know, you guys come on in here. Is that unit fully dead? That one's down below 10. Okay. Let's move forward, guys. So we get over here. Yeah, that guy's almost dead there. Once this cav is out of the way, we'll adjust my infantry. I'm going to try and adjust you guys a little bit. And move my crossbows a little bit to the side. Oh, actually, yeah, that guy's broken. Try and run him down. You guys are taking forever. I'll have you go for the general's bodyguard. My king, I'll have him go for some of the crossbows. So you guys can go there. You guys should be able to, yeah, open fire into this unit. And hopefully not hit my guys too much. Now, you are hitting some of my dudes. Let's try and adjust you. So, right there. Let's have you guys try and run into melee with this guy if you can. Let's do to take that off so you're a little bit faster. There. Yeah, my guys don't like being shot at by my own men. I'm gonna have so much fucking friendly fire in this campaign. General, you're supposed to get over here. You're supposed to help out with these guys. Yeah, get on in here. Help out against this guy too. Okay, you need to pull back. You guys are supposed to chase them. I don't know why you're not. Yeah, they kind of ran through my unit. So, kind of pull back. These guys try and shoot over here. Yeah, you guys get out of your spear wall. Push forward. Crossbows start opening over here. The cav is almost dead. I'm going to have these guys start actually hitting some of their skirmishers here. So right there, right there, right there, and just have another one help out over here. So yeah, charge in there, guys. Yeah, crossbows, just reform, start focusing into these guys. You're going to want to move out of the side so you're not shot at. Okay, enemy general is dead. There we go. Okay, you guys get over here. And then you guys just keep firing into these guys. Because you're in a good enough angle that you're not going to hit my own men as much. And I think they are almost done for. Yeah, like these guys are running. Run them down. There we go. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but for me personally, this feels good. This feels really good. I am not joking when this actually feels very close to Medieval 3 to me, or Medieval 2, basically, essentially, because it's like, this feels great. My crossbows accidentally kill my own men as much as I think they should. And my cav actually gets to run around and do cav things and not just die trying to withdraw. It feels fucking great, and I can't wait to see how this campaign continues to play out. We are going to try and see if we can get more of these guys, because I want to try and make sure that we can get as many of you guys as possible, because then, once this army is dead for Toulouse, I can also go hit their city as well. So we'll continue trying to run down a little bit. That guy's good. This guy could use some more. The English force we pretty much took out entirely. But no, these guys are running away. I might be able to get all of them. And then there's this guy too. But no, like that felt good. That felt really good. And honestly, I'm not going to care as much if battles like this feel like this. I'm not going to care if anybody's going to want to team up on me, because it's going to be more fun that way, honestly, if people actually want to team up on me more often. Like, I think if I had these submods on when I was playing with Wallachia, I could have gotten away maybe with my ballsy bullshit I pulled. But, like, that's good. Cav did some good damage there. Crossbows did well. Infantry did okay. This one guy kind of struggled. But no. 600 casualties for us there. The English force. I did kill the English king. So he should be dead. And that guy somehow fucking survived. Beautiful. Yeah, 2 guys got away. Absolutely crushed the English forces there. Beautiful. We're going to take on the warriors, get that replenishment up in there. And then I'll be able to have it so that now I'll be able to easily take the fours. Okay, so they're not assaulting this turn. Good. Gives me time. I can take that army there, and if I sail around, I can get them to kind of be in the port, basically. So that way they can give reinforcements to help out Ruin. As I'm hoping you guys will hold there. I'm hoping you guys can. Against that one army, I think we'll be okay. The English are also coming on in, so they have more. But I can try and have you... do I have enough money? That's the issue. If I have some money, I could get some mercenaries. Bring those in there, help out, and see how this defensive siege goes. Because they're probably going to attack next turn, I think. Like, we've got good damage going in the south. Now we just have to hope that we can hold the north. Okay, I don't really have enough money. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah, no, because like what I do is I'd go here. So I do this. So if I go right here, essentially I get in the port. So you are considered in the city now. You're going to be able to help out. I'll have to disembark these guys. But hey, some more crossbows, more infantry, all good things to have for that siege. But now, at least, my king here, I get to have it so that for you, we'll go with... We just need to get down to the campaign movement range stuff for you. And then I do need to make sure that I can get... Oh, good, you already have some personal influence per turn from that item. Hell yeah. Okay. I do need you to try and find a wife again, my good sir. So try and find a wife again. And then also, if I can... I can't do it right now. I was going to say, I was going to try and give my my son a position. But no, I should be able to have it so... With how much damage I did to you guys, I should just be able to take this city without issue. Yeah, I think I'm okay. I'll do balanced. I should be fine. Hopefully we just don't lose my unit. Because we did a lot of damage to you guys. Let's see. I didn't lose them. Beautiful. So, Bordeaux is now going to be under my control. We'll occupy it. Here we go. So, we've got that. For right now... I barely have any money. I am not going to repair this stuff. I'm going to let them repair on their own. Provide siege defenses. Yeah, I am curious. So, is there a way to recruit the supply wagons? Military recruitment. I want to see, because I haven't been able to look through yet and see where those units are available from. If they are. Yes, provide siege defenses. Military upgrades, maybe? Oh, yeah, no. Unlocks recruitment of a supply wagon. So, I think I still get that here. I should. So when I upgrade my armor, I can recruit supply wagons. Which is awesome. God, I really want to play, like, England or fucking Wales now. Two factions that are so focused on archers. Having access to, Also, it did increase, like, food stuff, it looks like, for some of these, too. Peasant camps, yeah. But no. Being able to... Okay, so I just have to upgrade my stuff there. That's great. But no, I have force details. So you guys, we're going to grab the replenishment. I desperately do need to make sure that I grab that. But hey, now I can try and have you... So we're going to disrupt the settlement. We're going to try and have you... Let's see, so what you can do with this. I'll have you actually act like an agent for fucking once, because I always use you guys... Imperium just went up. There we go. And then... See, we're able to successfully do that. Okay. And then that means... So, this also makes it so there's... Discourage dissent. Encourage dissent. And then it'd be like, yeah, we can have it so you do reduce public order stuff. What else? Preach intolerance. Discourage population. Preach doom. Foreign army. Yeah, so I'm actively going to go down these more. Like, it's not bad to have it so you can do spreading religion and everything like that, but I do like the idea of actively using my priests as agents for fucking once, since I never do. But essentially, that is all I can do for right now. We have Bordeaux now under our control. We have to kind of heal up now. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to hold here. I have a little bit of reinforcements. I technically could have tried to grab somebody, but... I think this might be enough. Because with you guys here, with the garrison we've got, with all this stuff, I've got about a stack and a half. And against 2 stacks, that's not bad. That's swingable. That is easily... I think that's swingable. Okay, so they're going to be sieging Orleans as well. They're not assaulting just yet. Come on, stop just sitting here, you fuckers. Kind of army is not with the king declare intention to counter put him down, then so must be the king of Argo. So are you guys joining in? No! You're joining you're joining in against me! Oh my god! Yeah, I'm just gonna be at war with fucking everybody around here. I didn't get a wife again. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see. Do I have a garrison here? I do have a garrison. Okay, so I kind of want to go crush this army. I could also just go for the city, but also I'm trying to heal up too, because we did take some damage. So I can't get to you, but I can just let the garrisons kind of heal up. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go back here, try and get to you guys, because I am slowly losing money, so I do have to be careful. I'll at least have it so that you can just go here and have you inspire the populace, just to try and prevent the public order from being too negative. So you can do that. We're still waiting on this assault. You guys are probably okay. You guys are probably gonna do it this turn because you were probably waiting for England. We have 7 turns until we run out of supplies. Okay, so we should be okay in terms of that. I should be able to hit Orleans, this army here, and then once you're dead, I'll be able to just like turn back around, start hitting you guys. But I gotta love that Kingdom of Aragon, were the scripts just fucking broken for me? Because I never saw custom scripts like this, or is it only because I'm now playing as France that I'm seeing these custom scripts? Because I love the fact that these guys are joining in against me. Like, that actually is interesting to me. And I just don't know if it's the fact that because some of the submods I had bug fixes and stuff like that, and script fixes. I don't know if that's the reason why. Alrighty, so they're actually going to be attacking me in Orleans here before I was able to get my army over. So, I think, number-wise, we actually do have more men, but it's primarily the fact that they aren't burglars. But no, we're going to fight this. What layout do we have here? Because they have a lot of infantry, not a lot of skirmishers, and I have better defenses. So we should be able to hopefully do some good damage here. Okay, so that's the layout. Let's see how this goes. Honestly, I'm really enjoying this campaign so far. This is the first time I've been able to properly do a French campaign in any Total War, honestly. I've never really played France, and I did like a hot seat at one point, and I played as France then. But otherwise, I've never played in France in any of the modded campaigns I've done for Medieval 2. So this is like the first time I get to properly play as France, which I'm having way more fun than I thought I would. They have like really good cabs, so like that's one thing that I'm gonna really love, due to the fact that like it's like 20% bonus charge bonus for us is our effect that we give for Cav. So not only are the sub mods that I have making Cav feel better, also again, if you guys want, I have the sub mod, I have the like mod list. I should have that. I'll have that in the description, and I'll even have it so I made it so that the install order, that's the load order. So as long as you follow that, then you can use the exact same mods I have. Hunky dory, there you go. So that way you don't have to figure out which one has to go where and whatnot. But I'm already enjoying this so much. I'm curious how the supply wagon feels in cities, and where I can put it and whatnot. Because, so, deployables. Oh, it's not letting me put that there. Why? I want supply station! Did this area not have one? I actually should have checked if this one had or not. So you guys are all over here. What I'm gonna do, so these towers are destroyed. That's great. And I don't have catapults available right now. Let's see. So, for this setup here, I wish I had catapults, but I do not have catapults. Because yeah, number-wise, we do have a decent amount. Because I think you guys, and my crossbows. Because I can put a barricade here. If I put a barricade there, that would be me trying to focus more on this section. If I don't put a barricade there and I try and hold more back, that's still not a bad place to put a barricade if I wanted them to come around this way and I focus them down here. Because if I try and focus them down in this blob area, I got some decent cav. If I like put my stakes like right here, if they get through the gates, which already are damaged quite nicely, this is a good way to try and lure them over this way. I wish I had one more barricade, because what I might do is the armed burglars. I don't expect much. It's just, hey, prison population, defend me. I think you guys on this barricade, especially with the changes to crossbows and skirmishers in general, should do a ridiculous amount of damage. And you guys are fodder. So, be fodder. Do what you're meant to do and be fodder. So, I'll have you guys kind of like be over here, essentially just holding your torches and crap. You guys defend this one crossbow. And then essentially I think we try and have it so we'd have the rest of you here. And what we're going to want to make sure we do is, again, we have to be careful about... I can't put my guys behind them, so we have to make sure we get a big blob. So, like, you here. If they get here, that'd be a good spot. You. Then here, kind of. General's bodyguard. And I can actually, if I have to, do you have the ability? Rest in place. Yep, you do. So you do have the assume personal command. Entity mass, melee defense, morale, rate of fire. That'll be good for you. But let's try and have it so... you guys just have to do speed for that. You guys cannot move while you're in spear wall. But we're going to need to make sure we try and take advantage of that as best as we can. So we have to kind of leave a little bit of a gap. So, like, you guys kind of have a little bit of a gap here to shoot in this spot. Same with this area over here, basically. So I think like that and that. Maybe a bit more to the left. So there, crossbow, crossbow. And then this side should be safe. I hope. And let's see how this does. We outnumber them. The armed burglars are ass, but hey, you got torches. You eat the torches. And see what you can do. Because if I had some artillery pieces, then we could maybe do a bit more to try and take out the towers, but we do not. So we gotta do what we can with you guys, which... What's the damage on you guys? Your morale's actually pretty high. Ammunition 3. Your stats are so bad. You literally are just fodder. Although, if you guys could burn these, that'd be great. Actually, that would be great if you could actually burn the siege towers. I don't know, it's raining, so it might be harder to burn them while it's like this, but we'll see. I'm going to have this guy cease fire initially. I'm going to have it so I give you my orders myself on where you're shooting, and ideally, you getting in some good shots will work just as well as I need to. I am curious, though. I need to double-check if the city actually did have supply stations or not, or did I fuck things up and the supply stations aren't working for sieges? I might have fucked up the load order. I hope I didn't. Yeah, so you guys are just about to get in range here. And I am curious. So if you guys start throwing your things, will you do damage to the siege towers? I am curious. Oh my god, you fucking do! It is raining, though, so it's, like, really hard. But, you know, like, open fire and specifically this one? Yeah, like, that actually is burning them. It's really difficult to do. But you are burning them. Okay, let me slow this down. This guy... But no, that's great to know that those actually do fire damage, so you can actually try and burn them. Crossbow. Yeah, try and open fire over there. Nope. Stay on the barricade. Stay on the barricade, you dumbass. Oh God, guys. Get back on the barricade. I forget you guys are sometimes... Actually, no, I can do this. And get you guys on there, guard mode, because then it forces them to not move. Which is great. I missed guard mode in Attila not being a thing. So, guard mode. Bitches, you're not supposed to move. Okay, just never mind. Just stand on the barricade. I'll have to do fire at will because you guys keep running away from the off the barricade. So just open fire over there. Burglars are doing their thing though. They are actually getting some kills. So like, I'm okay with this. There we go. Yeah, if you just have fire at will, focus into this spot. Let's see how much damage you can do, guys. You shooting back at me, or what's going on? Who's shooting me? Is what a longbow? Yeah, some of their crossbows are trying to focus fire me down. Yeah, try and... yeah, you guys just get off the barricade. Yeah, you guys aren't working the way I want you to. Yeah, they're going to break down the barricade. Let's pull back. I'm going to have my general. I saw a unit over here. I'm going to go around and try and hit you. They're going to take the gates for sure. I should have you guys move on up here and just start throwing things. So go there, there, there. This guy's going to be pulling back. Actually, I can maybe... No, I can't set them up there. I was going to say. Yeah, I'll have my cav kind of go around the side here. And we might try and have it so that you can try and basically try and focus down. Yeah, gates are down. Yeah, you guys are ass. These units are so bad, but I'm glad they just give me random shit. Like, why not? Try and distract. And try and throw what you can. Because hopefully this crossbow is going to get distracted, and then I can just go after them with my cav. But you guys just keep throwing stuff, and then when you're out of ammo, I'll just throw you back to basically try and help defend the city center. I'm going to have you go here. You can get set up over there. Who's the general? Because if you could target the cav specifically, that would be great. Okay, you're about out of ammo. Use the rest of it. This barricade is almost down. Alright, they're about to actually try and flank my burglars here. I'm going to get my general to help out. So let's get you to try and give some support. So we'll help out against this mounted unit. Get on here with my general. So charge in my guy and hopefully support them and have them not die instantly, please. So yeah, because like you get on in here. They say they're winning decisively, but with my general in here... There we go. Yeah, now he's starting to take some good damage. Don't try and shoot me, please. Towers are doing some good damage. Yeah, this barricade's about to crumble, but you know, this cav is almost dead. Then we can try and pull my general out of there. They are coming over here. You guys make sure you have guard mode on and focus on that general's bodyguard if you can. Because target him. You don't have a good angle on him right now, so actually don't shoot. This guy does, though. This guy does have a good angle, so I'll let him fire, but don't let the other one fire. Yeah, this general's bodyguard is almost dead. Cavian's almost dead. Is that I'm going to want to start trying to focus on these crossbows. Yeah, their general is, taking some good shots here. There we go. Okay, so those guys broke. So let's run over this way. Let's try and get the burglars on these guys. Kind of ignore you. Yeah, basically you guys try and go for this dude. And then I'm just trying to get my general away from the crossbows so they're not shooting him. And I'll try and have him go after the crossbows when they're a bit more vulnerable. Yeah, John's bodyguard. Still don't have a good angle to fire here. But, you know, you're taking some good damage there. Infantry's holding. And also make sure you guys have guard mode. I don't want you guys moving there. There we go. Get you guys over here. General. Let's try and see if we can... Okay, I can obviously you can hit this guy too. I want to make sure these crossbows don't get to do anything though. Because if we can make sure the crossbows don't get to fire, we can easily win this fight. So, okay, you, the armed robbers, are trying to go over there. Yeah, so the general's dead. Beautiful. Yeah, I want to go around this way. Go around there. Yeah, you try and hit the other cav unit there. Again, not a good angle here for this crossbow. I might actually want to move you guys over to this side. This is a good spot to get. We're not going to shoot my own men as much. Okay, I'm going to hit this guy. This guy's alone. Let's go full sprint at him. Fuck him up since he's alone and away from the infantry. Let's fucking go! I love these changes to cav. They feel so fucking good. Yeah, because like that unit there, yeah, just destroy that crossbowman. That guy break instantly. Oh no, that's the cav unit there. You know, keep hitting this guy. One of you try and go over here. Yeah, you're trying to chase units, but you can't, because guard mode. I love it. So stop moving. You should try and shoot this guy. Guard mode kind of works a little funky at times. But there we go. So you guys have got that. This unit's going to try and shoot me. I'm going to go try and charge them for a second. You're going to want to try and cycle charge. We're down to just my actual basic garrison now at this point in time. But you know, keep trying to get some shots in here. Like, we're holding nicely. Now we just need to get them to blob up. And I charge at them with my... oh, you are... Yep, you're getting shot at. Jerry, you need to get the fuck out of here, man. Get over here. Come on. Come on. Still a little finicky. I need to make sure you're not just freely shot at by everybody. You have to be winning your charges. So keep trying to get them to kind of run away from you. There you go. Try and hit in here. Get a charge, and then we're going to pull back a little bit. So get another one. Should probably just try and force my way through you and get back to the city center. Because at the moment, you can go there, fire into this guy. Yeah, General's starting to take some more damage. I need to just get you out of here. Like, they're not invincible. My cav is not invincible. That is accurate. They feel better, but they're not invincible. My General's not dead yet, so let's keep trying to just get you to pull back. Yeah, you guys just shoot this guy point-blank range. If you can. Yeah, General, pull back this way. And then, for right now, you can try and hit this guy. Number-wise, it's pretty even. I want to thread the needle to get out of here. But I should be careful. Okay, I'm going to pull you back here. Move you. Move over here. So that way we can have one kind of hold them, one kind of shoot them. My general... Okay, now you can get through. I just got to be careful with this. Trying to get you back to my troops. There we go. Okay, you're being... You there. You just need to keep focusing on these guys here. But no, General got through. There, so he's fine. He's safe. Okay, now you just now have it. So yeah, one of you's going to hold them. One of them's going to shoot. So keep that up. And we've got more men coming over here. I'm going to say one of you guys try and get over here to do this job instead of the crossbows. So you kind of wait until that unit breaks. Okay, back up. You kind of try and go there. Yep, that's good. You try and go here. And then, yeah, this guy just needs to keep firing into these guys. Okay, so they're not... If they're going to let me get in melee with you, I will gladly do that instead. But yeah, just have it so that you guys just don't fire at will. Yeah, because if I can get in melee with the crossbows, we can win with this guy. I just need to make sure they just don't freely shoot me, which is the biggest concern. But, at the moment, actually, they have a chance of shooting their own units. So you should be okay there. I'm going to move... Let's see, that's an aim unit. Let's move you off to the side a little bit. Move you a little bit more. Let's try and get you... Actually, teach you to back up here. Keep guard mode on still. Yeah, try and just go right there. Shoot into these guys. Okay, you're winning that fight there. Okay, you need open fire into these guys. Back up a bit. You should distract them. It's just the infantry left. God, I wish my cab didn't take so much damage. Because it's just this little section and this little section. If we can hold, we got this. Just have to hold one of these sides. Which I think this side over here, you're going to be doing the best, because you can just freely keep firing into these guys without issue. I just need to make sure you're getting the most out of it. Yeah, please break this guy. And then I'm going to want to pull back, because I actually want to have it so we're fighting further back. And shooting them with these guys instead. Yeah, like this guy's doing good damage there. Yeah, because we can just focus one of these guys down at a time. There we go, that guy broke. Shoot into the next one. Yeah, okay, they broke. Pull back. Pull back, pull back, pull back. Because again, I want you guys to fight me back here. Yeah, so try and pull forward. If you guys can shoot this guy, please do. Just try and open fire into him. How much damage does this guy have so far? 110 kills. My general got 140. So I think we have this. We just got to be careful. And right now, if we break this section, I think these guys are just going to shatter. Oh. Yeah, careful into this guy. Yeah, that guy's taking good damage. My own unit is as well, though. If I have to, I'll bring you over here. But this guy's about to break. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Hell fucking yeah. And I can try and have it so we run them down a little bit. So I'll try and run down what units I can to just try and guarantee that more of this army's dead. Because ideally... I'm going to be careful with you. I'm not going to have you do that. My crossbows, though, yeah, try and run some guys down. Alrighty. Pyrrhic victory, but hey, we got it. So we're able to hold there. And I do just need to double check and see whether or not this city actually had the supply station. It might not have been a high enough level that it had one. Obviously, or one thing I could see is possibly, I know the city beta kind of fucks things up with the custom cities, kind of. That's why you can see occasionally there are cities when I do a fight where there's no barricades that are deployable. That might be what was going on too. We'll have to see. But we at least held. I can finish that off, army off next turn with my king. And then we'll be able to go back and turn focus on you guys. Yeah, because I just lost the mobs. Take on the warriors. Yeah, because they'll be pushed back. I'm right around there, though, so I can easily get rid of them. Oh, and it's this fight, too, right now. This one's actually... Okay, so this one's actually showing the defenses. So the supply station thing is, though, this is going to be a way bigger fight. And I feel like I need to save this for the next video. I'm not... It'll be too choppy if I try and do this right now. So I will be done for today, right here. Because I think this should be a fun fight. I think it should be a really fun fight. There's a lot of shit here. There's 6,000 men. That normally be 2-1. But that's doable. That is doable. But let's see what kind of the terrain is going to be like, so we can kind of figure out like what's going to be like next video when we defend this. Because we've got this army, the garrison. And at least I've got a lot of defenses. Like, I've got a lot of stuff here, which is great. Or can I only select one? Oh, I can only select one of the things. I can either select the catapult or the supply station. I would probably go with the supply station. Because then I have a reload on my IM archers. Oh, yes, please. But I will be done for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, let me know what you think about it down in the comments down below. But this is Rampaned. I'll see you guys next time.